again, everyone. This is your hostess, Julie Loud, and once again coming to you from the wonderful state of Pennsylvania. And I'm not sure how much you can see out the window behind me, but we are having a lot of sun today, which is very welcome. It's been really dreary and nasty and yucky rainy here for about a week or so. So bring on the sun. I know I'm loving it. It's great. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. We always love the weekends, right? We're always counting down to the weekends, and we're finally here. And feels right. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to be kind to unkind people. Now, this is going to be a hard topic for all of us because we all know how hard it is, no matter where you are in life, no matter who you're with in life. When you have someone who's being very unkind to you, it's really, really horrible, horrible situation. And it's not very nice. But we're going to talk about some things that we can do if someone's being unkind to us. And a lot of it involves we can control what we can do. So let's get started, okay? The first thing you need to do is if someone starts being unkind and mean, usually what you do is you kind of do one of these. Whoa, where is this coming from? What's happening? Well, the human in us, automatically, if someone's coming at us, what's our natural reaction? We're going to want to go right back at them, bring it on, what's up with you? What's wrong with you? I'm in. That's the last thing you need to do when someone is coming at you like that or is being in a really, really bad state of mind and talking and saying mean things. The last thing you need to do is that. What you need to do is take control of yourself, take a deep breath, stay calm, and don't let their negativity and their anger enter you. Because the second that happens, it's going to make a really, really rough situation a lot worse. And the last thing you want to do is fan those flames. You want to put them out. And you're not going to do that if you come right back at them, firing at them with all kinds of accusations. And, that's just going to make the whole thing worse. So stay calm, cool and collected. Take that deep breath. Look them in the eye. A lot of times looking someone in the eye can have a really calming effect on them because they truly believe that you're listening to them, and listen to what they are saying. What is causing them to be so unkind and so mean and cruel and just nasty? Listen to what they're saying. If you can figure out from their perspective where they're coming from, it gives you an understanding maybe of why they're coming across this way, why they're being unkind, why are they being mean? There's got to be a reason. Usually there's a reason behind it. And I know me personally, if I find out that I'm at fault for upsetting somebody or doing something wrong, I am always the first one to say, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. What can I do what do we need to do to fix this? What do I need to do to make it better? But it may not be you. You don't have to apologize. That's a lot of times that's not really what it is. But you need to respond to them and speak to them just like you're talking to a friend. Be kind, be patient, and talk to them. Be gracious. They're already in a state of being miserable and unhappy, and you're not going to make anything better if you don't at least listen to them and try to understand where it's coming from. So try to Just talk to them like you do normally to a friend or whomever. And ask yourself too, when you're listening to them and hearing what they're saying, am I misinterpreting something? Am I misreading something? There's a lot, there's a lot of things that can happen in communication, and miscommunication is one of the big things in our personal lives, in our work lives, where face to face is usually the best type of communication, but that does not mean something can't be misunderstood. Because there are times where, even though you're trying to read somebody's face, they may be saying something in a whole different connotation than what you're getting from it. So look and say, am I misunderstanding something here? And ask them, I'm sorry, I think I might be misunderstanding something. Can you maybe explain further? Is there something that, we can do as a team, or that I can do to make things better? What needs to be done? And if it's somebody that's really, really downright mean and nasty, and I know, especially in the work environment, I've had a lot of that. No matter what industry that I've worked with, I've had people that just are unkind, and they have loved doing that to me in front of other people in meetings. That's been one big thing that's happened with me. These people will say nice things behind a closed door, and they'll just be, you're all kind and funny and haha with you, out and about. But the second you go into a meeting and other people are there, sometimes it's just all about them, and they will say degrading things about you and talk down about you in the meeting, like you're stupid and you don't know what you're doing or saying. And they do it in front of everybody else in the meeting, just to make themselves look better and more educated and being a big person. And what they're really doing is really pretty sad, because those are the types of people who are very insecure. They're not happy with themselves. So that's all they have. They need to put others down and be unkind and mean to make them feel like they're better than you, because that's what's missing in their life. They feel like they're not important when everybody's important. But they have that feeling. So bringing you down, being unkind to you and mean to you, is something they think is going to make them feel better about themselves. That's pretty empty, to say the least, right? Well, and the other thing you can try to do, and this sounds kind of weird, but I'm not saying sometimes you can find it funny when somebody's doing that, but did you ever have somebody who's just being mean and unkind and nasty about something that's really, really stupid and unimportant and means absolutely nothing? And I'm not saying that you laugh at them, but you kind of get this look on your face like, what? What? Huh? What? Why? Like, you know what I mean? You don't get it. And sometimes when it's that type of a situation, which is really unimportant and something that's really minor and stupid, the best thing you can just do is just shake your head and walk away, because you're not going to get anywhere in that situation. I promise you. If they just want to rant and rave about something that small, it's just not worth your time or your energy. And it's just best to turn and walk away from that. And one of the things you can do, no matter what the situation is, that someone is treating you that way or talking to you that way, or whatever the case may be, one thing you can do is focus on how you react. And it's hard. It is hard to control our natural human instinct to fight or flight. We all want to fight. Bring it on, I'll do it. Come on, I'm with you. But in this case, the best thing you can do is to control yourself. You can control your body language. Don't get all stiff and get this defensiveness about you. Your body will exude that. Don't come across that way, because that will just fan the flames. What's your facial expression? Stay calm. Don't get this kind of look on your face. Don't just start gritting your teeth. Don't like just or look down and just start ignoring them and looking around the room. Your body language speaks volumes, and so do the words that come out of your mouth, because once you say them, you cannot take them back. Be the bigger person. Sit up straight. Look straight at them. Stay calm. And focus. Focus on trying to make this person and this situation better. It may not always work, but it's a darn good defense to have and to use. And there is another thing you can do, but you have to do this very gently and delicately and in the appropriate time and place. You can pull that person aside, and depending on what the scenario is, you can always say, whomever, I know you're really upset. In the meeting we just came out of, I know you were really seemed directed at me about the situation or the project or whatever's going on. Is there something that I can do to make things better or fix it? Or you can even say something to the effect of, you really came across as very hurtful in that meeting or in that discussion. And it really was hurtful. And I'd really like us to talk through it, because I want to make things better. And I want us to move forward. And whether it's a project or a problem or whatever it is, we're here as a team. We need to work through this together. And I'm here to say, you don't have to be that way with me. All you have to do is bring something up, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to be with you. But sometimes, in the long run, unfortunately, some people are just mean, hateful, unkind people. That's just who they are. Whether it's just their nature, their personality, whether they just like being a bully, you have people like that. Whether they were brought up that and taught that way, that's the way you be, because that's how you get through this world, is just by being a bully and fighting your way to the top. And you need to do that by stepping on others, and it doesn't matter who you hurt in the process. Some people are just not going to change. And that's just the reality of it. We can do what we can. We can control ourselves. We can focus on how we react, what we say, how we come across, but you can't fix somebody else, no matter how much you want to. So in those situations, the best thing to do, limit your time and your access to that person. Sometimes it's out of your control. If you need to go be in a meeting with them, or you need to be on an online Zoom session with them, or you need to talk to them about a particular issue, sometimes you just can't get away from it. But do your best to stay away from them, minimize how much you talk to them, because what's going to end up happening is you are just going to overextend yourself and drain yourself. When you are around people like that, day in and day out, who are just always negative and always mean and talking down to you and unkind, and that wears on you. It wears on you really hard. And nobody deserves that. No matter how unhappy someone is, you don't deserve to be their target. And The only thing I can say is stay away from them as much as you can. Go the other direction. Don't let it wear you down. I know it's hard, and sometimes you just can't get away from a situation, but do your best. Take care of yourself. You know who you are. You know that you are somebody, and you know you're important. And for someone to say something that cold or cruel or talk down to you or be unkind, however they are, that's on them, not you. And one final thing that I want to say, and this one is really tough to do, but I genuinely mean this with all my heart. Don't judge others. A lot of times you don't know where they've came from. You don't know what they're going through. And while it may seem like they're taking something out on you, maybe they're going through a really bad time, a time that a circumstance that, we would never want to find ourselves in. And yet they're thrown into an environment where they're meant to be at their best and, always be wanting to work with people and, be number one and give to the team. And we all know if we're going through personal things, it's really hard to focus on a job, or an organization or whatever it might be. It's a situation where you need to take an account. Is this person like this all the time? Because there are some people like that. But if they're not like that all the time and all of a sudden they are, step up. Go one-on-one with them and say, hey, I notice you're having a really hard time lately, and you don't have to tell me what's going on, but I want you to know I am here to help. It may not be personally, but if it's something work related, if things are getting to you, let me know. I can be there. I'm here to support you. Where I work at now, we're a team. And that's what it's all about for me anyway. Some people will never be that way, but we need to support each other, right? And that's what this channel is all about. It's what we talk about here. We can do this. And whenever someone is like that, that's where we need to pick it up. That's the type of person we need to be. Be there for others, even though it may not be easy to do. It may be really, really hard. But in the long run, you'll put a smile on your face, and who knows, you may even end up putting a smile on theirs. Or even if you don't put a smile on it, maybe you've given them a little glimmer of hope that there are people out here who do care and are willing to step it up to help and do think you matter. That's why I'm here, because that's what I want you to know. And that's why I'm hoping I'm helping you by doing these live streams. Because as we always say, we can do this. We got this. I can, and I will, because we're doing it together, right? It's what it's all about. And before I leave, I have some exciting news to let everybody know. If all plans go as they are planned right now, I am going to have a guest on my live stream next week. It's a gentleman by the name of Dan Ferguson, who I have known for over 40 years, and he is an amazing, amazing man. And he would love to talk about pet therapy. Very interesting topic, I think. I think it's going to be a great broadcast. I'm excited about it. And, a lot of times we think about, people getting therapy, but we've seen shows on TV, pets getting therapy where, people come and they work with your pet. And, it's an area that I'm not familiar with. And I'm pretty excited to be doing this with Dan next week. So I hope you're going to join us next week. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And as always, take care. And I will see you then.